How y'all doing, everybody? We're gonna have a wonderful session today. Okay, so let's get it popping. As the word says in Proverbs 4 and 7, that wisdom is the principal thing, so therefore get wisdom. And all you're getting, get understanding. So let's get understanding. Welcome to Logic Over Emotions. I am your host, Toya V.
I'm your girl, Bree Badu. Sorry, I'm trying to get everything together.
Yep. And the producer getting it together. And we the man of the hour is who?
Lenny Reed, how y'all doing?
Yes. Yes. How you doing today?
Today is a beautiful day. It's a Friday. Any day is a beautiful day. You get up, Come on now. Come
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So let's go ahead and see what topic you picked.
You know, I came to the conclusion
on.
that love is dead. Love is dead. And the reason I said that, I'm older, so I remember where you would get to know somebody, talking to them. You had the long cord that stretched from the living room or the kitchen to the living room. And you just talk. You talk to that person forever. You talk to them for hours at a time. 3 or 4 hours, you get to know somebody before you meet them. It was that. It was a part of it. That was connected. The only probably other people you ran into was either at work, school, or en route to those locations. Now, you're connected to the whole world. You look at your relationship as always you can do better. There's always somebody that can be replaced. And people
All
All
right.
right, all right.
Well, the last of it was some people feel like they have options and they do not have options like they think they do. That was
Yes,
the end of it.
yes,
Cut off the video. I don't know what happened.
yes.
But that was the punchline.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what triggered you to say love is dead?
Uh, like for one, I want to give a shout out to the long cord, man. If you don't understand the long cord that went from the refrigerator or the kitchen all the way to the living room, you would never understand. I just think that I don't want to say back in the day, like I'm that old because I'm still young myself, but it was a time where you got to know somebody, right?
Right,
You
right.
got to know somebody, you got the, the good and the bad. It's like everything's so frying pan right now.
Mm-hmm.
I call it frying pan because, well, mainly I look at it as microwave.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do microwave.
Okay,
Everything
microwave.
is so beep 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 and it's quick.
Right.
You go
Mm-hmm.
online, somebody say something in the DM, you just think, oh, that's like the best thing, or this person is the next thing since cooked bread or whatever. But it's all a facade, You're not really getting to know the people. They basically probably like clinging on to you from something, probably a picture that you posted or something like that. So that's
The dating sites. Yeah.
yes, yes, the swipe real quick, right? Swipe, swipe, swipe. So I just think when it's compared to now and compared to before, I was invited to a lot of weddings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know anybody. Y'all probably say something different, but I don't know anybody that's getting married.
No. Oh, my brother, y'all, he's getting
Oh,
Okay,
married.
salute,
congratulations.
salute,
Yay!
salute, salute.
Okay, I gotta do
Okay,
that. You know I'm gonna be up there.
okay.
Oh no,
Oh,
I
so
don't.
you
I
okay?
don't. I don't know anyone that's getting
No.
married. Actually,
Mm-mm.
Think about it.
I only have one married friend, and that's her.
Think about it. How long you been married?
13 years.
13 years. Okay.
On what's today? Today's on Wednesday was our 13th anniversary.
You know
I'm
what's
about to say,
great?
girl, if you don't give me
No,
an
yeah.
applause.
Congratulations.
No,
You said
no,
pause.
you was no,
Pause.
you. It was like a little pause right there. Like,
No,
hold on, wait.
because they're out of place.
Oh, you had to think about it. Oh,
Yeah,
my
because
bad.
I didn't want to do this. Like I did that. Like I did.
Please, God, no.
I didn't want to do that like I did to that guest. I
Oh,
was trying to do a ding and I did a
yeah.
done. Well,
So
go ahead,
me
start.
personally, I've been married. I will be 20 years next year.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
yes.
It's not gonna play now. See?
It's okay. It's okay. It's dun
I
dun
like put.
dun. That's what
I
you're
like
looking for, right?
no, no the applause. No, because you have to understand that through thick and thin, or better or worse, no longer exist. It's
There's
I
a
don't like
wrap. It's a
you.
wrap.
I'm getting a divorce. I don't like this. You don't treat me the way that you treat me. And then when they go on these dating sites and they see that there's pee in the pool, dating pool,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh my god, what did I do? I should have stayed with my, you know, the husband that was
The
taking care of
annoying
me."
husband. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
No, it's just that the grass is not greener. It's probably greener, but it's spray paint, or it's like green
Mm,
marker. You know what I'm saying? So you get over there, you start rolling around. You're like, hold up, the green is getting on me.
right.
And then you look, the grass is brown now.
You see the actual color. I'm getting comments that they can't hear you, so I don't know if
Hello,
we need
hello,
to move
hello.
his mic or if he needs to speak up.
Talk
He
up.
does
You
have
want me to talk up?
a deep voice,
Y'all know who
coach.
Barry White is?
Yeah, yes,
All
yes.
Okay, hold up.
right. My darling. All right, here we go. Here we go.
There you go.
You hear me? You hear me? You hear me?
Okay, that sounds a little
All
bit
right, that's
louder.
better? Okay.
Let me know, coach, in the comments if you can hear him now.
So, one thing about married couples, you ask the one question, would you do it again?
Mhm.
And I'm just saying my experience, 90% say no.
Right.
So, what is that? Because I bet you before in our parents, days, they could probably get married, divorced, married. It's like jumping from branch to branch. But it's like nowadays you see, either you hear what goes on with the single friends or you see what's going on online, and you like, man, once I get out of this, I'm not doing it again. And you know, some people just like to, be on their own and just explore, and some people need a group, like
Right.
like another person in tandem. You go on a trip, you got somebody to laugh with, drink with, go hiking with, stuff like that. But a lot of guys is having issues with, and women to infidelity, and that really hurts when you put all of your eggs in one basket,
Mhm.
and it just don't come out to the way you want it to. So other than that, I say marriage for me is
No, she probably married for
marriage
you.
for me is a beautiful thing, and you know, you got your good, you got your bad, but at the end of the day, it's a path, and we both on this path, and I think we gonna be all right. So, but far as if you in that pool right now, I will say probably love is dead, and I don't want to sound like Nas saying hip hop is dead or anything like that, but how about this? It'd probably be harder to get a real person to actually love you and actually care about you. Because at the end of the day, it was all about talking. I know, before my wife, I was sitting and talk on the phone for like 5 hours.
Right. Right.
You
Mhm.
know, she know you. Like by the time y'all meet, she didn't kick her shoes off, and
Right.
Hmm.
Farting
when
and
when a
everything.
girl kick her
Oh
shoes off,
gosh.
she know you. She comfortable. Well, it's like now it's just like you talking and they like this. You know. Oh, what you say? I ain't hear you.
Yeah, I hate that. Like the cell phones
At the
and
dinner table and
at the
stuff
dinner table, or just
on a date.
if we sit at the house. Like if we sit at the house and we watching TV, and I do it too, but it's just like sometimes like I'll look, like me and my husband will be watching TV, and then I'll look over at him, and both of us got our phones in our face, and I just put my phone down, cause I look at it as a barrier for actual communication. Like I can't talk to you if you looking at your phone, cause like you said, what you say, and like now I'm
Yeah,
irritated,
you got to
cause
go back over
we're
it.
sitting right beside each other, and you ain't hear what I said.
Yeah.
I could just see that.
But it's also entertaining. It's everything on this little device. Everything. Movies, games, uh, and another thing, you're talking and chatting with people around the world. It wasn't like that before.
Hmm.
It's
So
that it's too many options.
Too much access.
Mhm.
now, if you're a wild boy or a wild girl, this is your era. You will thrive in this era.
Right.
But if you are trying to find somebody real, somebody that's loving, somebody that care for you, care about you, it might be rough. It might be rough. So you just gotta, put the people through a task like you would put any job through a task. Now, again, I haven't been single in
20 years.
nah, that's just marriage.
Over 20 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
over 20 years. Oh, shoot.
So we're talking about we'd be close to 20 years, but we went, boyfriend and girlfriend, however you want to call that, for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Y'all were common law married. Almost. Well, 3 years more, you would have been common law married.
So we in 26, so this happened around 2000. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Which doesn't seem that long ago. Like when you
Don't
just
it
say that,
say
I
we
know,
like,
right?
Dang,
I
it's
know.
it
been
was,
26 years ago.
yeah. But then when
The
you add it
crazy
up,
part is how I met my wife. She worked at Staples, right?
Okay.
So it was me and my female cousin. I'm dressed up. She dressed up. We go in there and get some supplies, and I go to the cash register, and it's this girl standing there with a stone face. I mean, she ain't look. It seemed like they pulled into work, and she didn't want to come. Right.
Right.
I remember she had the braids in her hair, and she just doing whatever. And then my cousin run off, and I'm trying to talk to her. I think I said something. I don't remember. And she just waiting, just looking the direction my cousin went to. Like, if she don't hurry up, come on. So then my cousin get back. We check out. I get in the car, and I say to my cousin as a joke, I say, "Hey, go get that girl number for me."
Right.
And I'm about to start the car up, and then all I hear is the door close. Doo-doo. I'm like, "Yo, where you going?" She didn't say nothing. She came back and threw the number on the dashboard. She said, "There you go."
And Murder She Wrote.
And a month later, I called her.
Damn. Excuse my
but see, you
language.
saying we just had this discussion.
A
Well,
month later,
damn
I
is
called.
not a bad word, is it?
Nah, so what I did is, listen,
A
I was
month
I was
later.
I was a different man back then. Okay, I was a different man.
I mean, so, but you know what? It's a different era.
Yes.
That wasn't a fly, I don't think, in 2026. You got my
well,
number and you called me a month
Well,
later.
actually, I went into my number, like
I think it'd be appreciated
my
if you let
number
me know.
dump. I had a number dump, right, where I would
A
put.
number dump is crazy. But go ahead, explain
So
it.
you did, oh, so it wasn't in a book. It wasn't a black book. It was just a
No,
dump of paper.
it didn't get transferred over to the black book yet.
Oh, okay. So a bunch of pieces of paper.
So
Got it.
yeah, I'm just like, you know. So I called her, and she,
This is wild.
and she was in the dorm room, and I guess they in there watching the movie. And I said, "All right, well, listen, this." When I explained who I was, she remembered me, which is a
Mm-hmm.
wild thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I know she was checking me out too. Anyway, so um, I said, "Yo, go ahead. I'll call you back. Enjoy the movie with your peoples or whatever." So then I call her back a month later, you know, and that's how that went. And like the last time she said, "If you do that again, I'm not gonna pick up no more." Blah blah blah. And then I want to go on a date or blah blah. And it was it. That was it. Three
Wow.
kids later.
Wow.
Yeah,
How
so
old are
that
your
was.
kids?
I got a 19, a 17, and an 8.
Oh,
And an
okay.
8. Oh.
10 years apart.
Yes.
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 Yes. I asked my mom. My mom had me and my brother 9 years apart.
9 years apart.
Mm-hmm. And so I was just like, you if you had us closer, you would have been done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But he
yeah.
was meant to come at the time he was meant to come. You know what I'm saying? He has his
Hmm.
own purpose. I got a niece, so she was supposed to be here. So she is so cute. Um, but what made okay? So you come from the mind state of a married man seeing what was going on right now.
Hmm.
Do you have male friends that you got some of this
Oh yeah.
information from?
Oh yeah.
And like tell us, if you don't, you can make up a story or you can tell us a story or whatever you feel free to tell us about how you came to this conclusion that if somebody right now wanted to be in a really good relationship, it's going to be hard for them right now.
Well, one of them is hard. Like when you get the female on the phone, it's hard to keep her interested. And maybe that's his mouthpiece. I don't know,
Right.
but it's just seemed like that. It's a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, while you talking, her conversation drifts off, and maybe she's swiping, or your conversation is just dry.
Right.
I hope the friend don't hear this, but I doubt he'll know who he is. But me personally, even though I'm married, I still study people, and I'm like, the first thing you have to do is, in today's time, you have to get off the phone.
Right.
Let's go get something to eat.
Right.
But then you're gonna go down that line of guys that's I'm not buying nothing. See,
Mm-hmm.
so it's you really got to go in between, the road and the weeds, and it just seemed like it's a job. And some guys got all the way to, yo, I think I like this girl, and all of a sudden she's somewhere she don't, or she said she wasn't,
Right.
and now that just tore down his whole image of her.
Right.
So as I'm hearing all of these stories, like I said, that's why I became a podcaster myself. I understand that they are going through a lot to the point that they not even looking for nothing serious no more. And if you was to ask these particular guys I'm talking about, marriage is not even in the wheelhouse. That's not even in their sight, and they're younger than me.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not even a thought. It's just that this is how life gonna be. Whether I got a kid or I don't have no kids, I'm not getting married.
Yeah, I saw that being a baby mother was glorified. You know what I mean? You got songs that
Come on.
are baby mamas. I love you, Brandy, but she has a baby mama song, you know.
Fantasia got a baby mama song.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So the baby mamas have become a glorified thing, and that's not necessarily what you actually our culture
Mhm.
needs. You know what I'm saying? We need a nuclear family. And we used to, when we were coming up,
Yeah.
we had family matters. We had different
Yeah.
world. Different world
Yeah.
showed us that we could
Different
go to
world.
college.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That black people actually go to college. You know, we had the Cosby. We had so many different uh visions of what a family could possibly look like.
Yeah.
Even two successful. One was a lawyer and the other one was a doctor, but it still showed you that these are successful people, that black people can be successful. There can be
Yeah.
black love. There can be, something more. And then it just dwindled away. And then it was just like, oh, I don't there's no purpose because if she leaves, she takes half of what I take and I'm
Mm-hmm.
by myself. And so that also, I believe, stopped people from getting married too, is because the divorce
Yes.
rate went up and a lot of men end up getting the shorter end of the stick. So I
Yes.
also think that is a reason why.
Yes.
So we have a Coach Cotton asks, do you believe that it's a fear of commitment or a fear of missing out from the male's perspective, like why they're not getting married?
I think it's a fear of commitment. Um, I know it got to hurt when you put all in and you find out that person was a whole different person in their phone or around their female friends.
Mm-hmm.
Be- uh,
No, you can go ahead.
because
I just have another question.
one thing I do know, when you like somebody, so I think there's a transition to you getting to talk to somebody, y'all having a conversation, and you hang up, and you get that feeling like that was dope. I would like to talk to her again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's and then you really don't care about the other females in your phone. You don't
Mm-hmm.
really care. Like this person, when she called, you telling this person, "Hey, I'm gonna hit you right back,"
Right.
and then you get on to this, the one you actually like. And I just think that when they get to a point where something is inconsistent, and you just like, not again. You're like,
Right.
I thought you was not. It can be something small, but I just think the trauma of you going through it again and again and again, you just give up. Just give up.
When do you think that that love died?
Facebook.
When Facebook came,
Yes.
Social media came. Think social media
I want
killed
to say,
love?
what's that? What's the one before Facebook?
Black
MySpace.
Yes.
Black Planet.
Black
That's how
Planet.
I
That
do.
was
I,
like a.
I
Cause
do.
you see my age, right?
Yeah, no, I remember that too. But was Black Planet like a was it
Uh,
like a dating site or was it like a
no,
social media? It was a
I
little bit
think
of
all of
both.
them dating
Both.
sites.
It was
Yeah.
both.
What is that? The one I just
Because
had
it
it.
was just black. It was Black Planet, MySpace.
MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
MySpace was more, you can fix your background. You got the music playing. That was fly. That was like a fly time. I guess people got to see what kind of music taste you like. But I
Mm-hmm.
say Facebook. Facebook is when the housewife or the girlfriend or the husband or whoever was able to connect with the
Each other.
old schoolmate,
Mm-hmm.
the one that got away, the one
Mm-hmm.
they used to like. So now, oh, she's married now. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Hey, I remember you, blah, blah, blah. Now, that little innocent back and forth,
Causes some
now she's
issues.
looking for that message. Like, and there you go.
Thing.
I just think Facebook came in and just shook the building up.
I feel like dating went bad when we had our shutdown. When they had to shut down
Oh,
and
okay.
all those dating apps end up being more prevalent, because it gave people the the mind state of that they have all these options, and it's like, no, these people see you attractive, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, and maybe one out of those 10 people you may, or 20 people you may go out to eat with, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
and not even knowing that maybe none of the people that swipe right on you is a person for you, so
yeah,
now people are, I'm in Atlanta dating, trying to date somebody in North Carolina,
yeah.
and I've known a few people, who got married off of Match, married off of eHarmony, married, shoot, off of Plenty of Fish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. And so relationships off of Facebook dating. So there is those one offers that actually help, but I do think that, when the world shut down, I think apps made it even worse. Cause now I don't have to spend money on you. I can just, if you don't want to do what I say, I'll just swipe to the next person. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? If you're not giving it up, or you're not giving me a picture I want, swipe to the next person. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It's so easy to, like you said, it's so easy to just be like, I like, whatever. I'm not gonna do this no more.
yeah.
Because even me, I've been on dating sites, and I'll have like a I'll have a time where I'll go through it, and then I'll be like, ugh, I'm gonna get off for a few months.
Because it looks like it's kind of overwhelming. And then like I see that where it has like the options, it allows too many people who don't have the actual intentions of, because it used to be like when you get on the dating sites that these were people who had like actual like real intentions of trying to find a mate and like
Mm-hmm.
something towards marriage. But now, like I see, like on Facebook dating, they have like the just friends option.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Like,
Right.
or like, or
Microwave.
Chatting.
yeah, just
Yeah.
chatting. Like it gives you too many options. So now it's just a big pool of everything. Like just gumbo. Like you gotta. It's too much that you gotta like pick out to try to figure out like what's going on. And people lie. Like you'll see like if like say for example you could be serious and your profile will show that, but it also gives you the access to the people that's just looking for friendship. They see you or whatever. Oh, she cute. She looking for something serious. We're gonna see what's going on. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
and so
Yeah.
you
yeah.
have people who don't have like good
Good
intentions,
tensions.
and they're on there. They're in the wrong pool. So like I feel like some of these pools should be separate. If like on the
I mean,
dating
that's what
side.
happened with Tinder, right? Tinder was the meetup spot, right? And then Tinder just end up, that mind state just basically saturated all the other ones that people were in. And so I know a few married people. Well, I lie, I got two married friends, you and Zan, but I know people
Oh,
that,
Jay Fresh.
and Drake. Oh, I do. I have three married friends.
Oh,
You got five
and
married
and B
friends.
Scott.
Five, six. Well, see, I okay. So check it. Yeah, like
You ever
you're
been married?
right.
You ain't gotta explain it.
You ever been married?
No,
Do you want to get married?
yes, but okay,
You think you will ever get married?
yes.
Oh man, so you don't this topic you like you don't want to hear nothing.
Oh no, I
No,
no
you
no.
need to hear
Listen,
this.
no. People need to hear this. No, because the thing about it is right. I I look at, because I was, because we had we had Mr. Sincere last night, and he was talking about, healthy marriages do exist,
Hmm.
and he has a community, like I was telling her, a black love. Like it's a whole
Okay.
bunch of married people. They all have, they go bowling together. They have like retreats and stuff together,
That's
and
dope.
he
That's
build
dope.
a community. And so, he, promotes that, promotes that marriage is, he said, I said, what is one thing that men are lying to themselves about? He says that they don't need a wife.
Mm,
And I said, you know what? That was the first time I've ever heard somebody say that. And you just said it. Men don't want to get married.
they don't.
They don't see the benefits of having a wife.
And I think it's a fear also.
But a lot of the fear that has been pushed, the propaganda, is that there's going to be a divorce, and that she's going to take half.
She's gonna take my money.
Yeah. That's what they're pushing. They're not pushing like, Denzel Washington and his wife. They've been together for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's people, Viola Davis, she's married her husband for a very long time, Um, man, I could go down the line
Yeah,
of
it's a
black
lot. It's a
love.
lot of them.
Yeah, but they're not glorified. You know what I'm saying? What's glorified is the rappers, the baby mamas that wait for the rapper to come out of jail, and now they got this. Like,
Yeah.
cuz you also have rappers who promote women not to get married and be single and get your money, but they in a full relationship. They married, got kids, but
Mm-hmm.
they preaching, women, you don't need no man, da da da, woo, woo, woo,
Ice Cube, another one that been married for
Yep.
like
Ice Cube.
30 years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Shoot, Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dr.
So
Dre, that they divorced.
they got divorced.
Girl, yeah,
Yeah, I think he was.
she took it all.
Yeah, yeah, she was.
No.
For
They was
real?
slap boxing and all that other.
Oh, I need to go look that up.
It's been a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up. I really don't keep up with that, but yeah,
Yeah.
I just know that
They were
he was
married for a
They
while.
were married for a while.
Yeah.
So, and I think because there's not enough brothers like yourself that are promoting marriage, or the pros of being married and the pros of having kids underneath a marriage,
Hmm.
or having that second income, or having that person, that safe space out there, that of course all these men are not going to want to do it. They only hear the only the bad stuff is put on Instagram. You
So
know what I'm saying?
I would say like with social media, it's more so like what you're looking at, your algorithm.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
so
That is
like
true.
because I think that it's a lot of people on social media that are actually promoting marriage and things like that, but we just don't see it because it's not a part of our algorithm. Like well, I will. The only thing that I will say, like, that does, like, you can kind of choose your algorithm or change it, like, really easily. Like, I don't know if y'all are on Threads, but like, you can go on Threads and be like, "Hey, algorithm, show me this," and it'll actually like fix your algorithm to where you
Oh,
see
that's
things that
dope.
you
I
want
didn't
to
know
see.
that.
Yeah,
I wish all of them did that.
I
Huh?
wish all of them did that too because
But see, even the gossip, but like Shade Room, sometimes they show positive stuff. Positive,
yeah.
they'll do the Baywatch and all that stuff like that. But I don't think that those companies that get the most views.
Positive don't make money.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah. You know what
like
I'm saying?
Charlemagne
It
says,
don't.
why would people want to hear the truth when the lies weren't entertaining?
Mm.
Like
Charlemagne been married for a while too.
Charlemagne has been
Be
married
married
for a
for a
while. Him
while.
and Envy has
Yeah,
too.
Envy.
Mm-hmm.
Envy been married for, and they both took their wives through it.
Yes, they did. They did. They
All
did.
right,
They
so
did.
for the guys that take their wives through it,
Were you one of those people?
no, 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 no,
Oh.
no. I don't think.
You,
You have to ask her.
oh,
You have
let me
to
take that
ask
back.
Take
her.
it
She'll probably tell you a whole nother. I'm like, when did that happen?
back.
But I just think that sometimes your train can get rattled. You know, there is temptation out there. I never had to go through that because I'm usually focused on business and making money. But
Amen. You get a
there
ding for that.
there is, you know, it. There's some women out there that would they look for married men.
Oh, I
Hmm.
know some. I know
Okay,
some.
you see
Hmm.
where I'm going?
That's where the home record comes from.
Yes, 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 yes. And unfortunately, a lot of married men be vulnerable in that date because maybe somebody's drive is not higher
Yeah,
as the
someone.
other's
Yeah,
drive.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if you're not smart enough, a female will get all of that out of you. It could be a coworker. She
Right.
could just be like,
Because
next
you
thing
got
you know, you telling
housewives. I
her
mean, was it
everything.
work husbands,
Work
work
Yeah.
husbands, work
wives?
wives. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the, oh, if I was married, I would never treat my husband like that. And then you just say, yeah, yeah. You just probably just, but eventually it soaks into your head, you know?
Right.
And
Which
then
makes
that,
the grass greener
oh my
Where
God.
that
concept.
green paint come from?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of sword fighting going on that, you know. So some guys are able to shake it, straighten up, you know, say, oh, whoa, 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 what's going on here? And some just fall, you know. Females too, it's flipped also. So being married it's like a whole nother job plus another job plus a part-time, you know.
It is. It's rough.
So I salute married people right now, yo. And look, if and what a camera at. If you are Instagram, Facebook, you gotta watch Facebook, TikTok, all the dating apps, like you can actually see, like you can scroll and see something you like, and all you gotta do is DM that person, and they can be in Russia,
Right.
and you can actually get to Russia. You can
Right.
actually fly to Russia and go
Right.
see this person. So if you are married and you holding on and you rocking on, I salute you. I salute you. Male, female, it doesn't matter because it's rough. And also, if you are trying to get married, you know, I give you all the luck.
Right.
I think it's out there. I think that person is out there. But it's where that person at.
Right.
Where are
And
you
so
going
right. And
to
some
find that person?
right. And some people be like, "Oh, my husband is not in Atlanta. My husband is not in Georgia. So I'm going to change my,
Location.
my location because I'm going to find somebody they may be in, It's like I said, sometimes you have those stories where people's husband is or wives are in a different state and it works out. I've seen it. You see what I'm saying? Um but from my understanding, a lot of people meet their wives and husbands at work, grocery stores, some type of event through a person, you know, that's what I've seen. Like when I ask people, how did you meet your wife? Oh, like you said, boom, Staples. You know, the other guy who's like, oh, my office.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
another what you call it was like, oh, I was out eating dinner with my family and she was my waitress. You know what I mean? And
Mm.
those are the stories that I hear, or like her, y'all childhood lovers, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. What's
No.
Friends.
no
I met my
college.
husband in college
College.
through my cousin and high school somebody I went to high school with.
Yeah.
Okay.
College, not high
Yeah,
school.
but yeah,
So
we
it's a
met.
hookup.
They just together.
Yeah.
Because
Look, I had to think about like, do I want to word it like that? But I guess you could
no, no.
say,
All
yeah,
right.
in
Let
that
me break it
situation.
down. So if I have a cousin and I know my cousin, you know, he a cool person, and I also know a female very good, it seemed like I can put them together in my head
Got you.
that they
So
would be the perfect match. All I got to do is connect them.
Right.
okay, so it wasn't that per se. It was a So my cousin was talking to the our high because we were all classmates. My cousin
Mm-hmm.
and the other guy that I went to high school with or whatever, and my cousin was talking to him, and he had a house party, and my cousin wanted me to go to this to said house party with her, and my now husband was there. And I wasn't interested or nothing. Like I had a hoodie on. Like I wasn't even trying to be seen for real.
So
But
when you seen them,
no, I wouldn't.
it
No,
wasn't interesting when you first seen them.
I wouldn't. But I wasn't interested in anyone at the time. Like it wasn't that like he was. I thought he was ugly or what I'm saying, nothing like that or whatever. But I just wasn't. My focus was somewhere else.
You wasn't open. So
Right, I wasn't. But the more I went over there, because I would go over there with with my cousin, and he would be there, and so we would just get to talking, and then like just ended up dating from there.
Mm.
And he
Like,
watching
mm-hmm.
like
now.
right.
Am I right, babe? He watching.
Hey.
You see,
So
it wasn't
Say something
forced. It's
crazy.
sort of like
right, it
sort
No,
of
just
it wasn't
fused
forced.
yeah.
together.
It just kind of happened.
And when
Yeah.
it fused together, that's when you get the strong bond.
Right. And so like I said, the stories that I know are situations like that. And like you said, you went into Staples and she was a worker there. And now when I hear like have you heard that there's a man lonely epidemic? Like lonely man epidemic or something like that?
Male loneliness epidemic.
Yeah, they thank you.
I got you.
I can see why that's a thing.
Right. And so I mean, I knew about it, but I didn't know about it from someone that was in the mental health. Like, he was like, oh no, it's serious. It was like a lot of men have mental health issues because they don't have their rib, they don't have their counterpart. You know what I'm saying?
Do they
So
realize this? Like, do they realize this is why they're going through mental health issues, or do the people who are doing the studies realize this is why they're having mental health
I
issues?
think the studies, but then I think that they get into groups like Sincere, has, and they realize like you're right. I think I do need a wife, because he was saying one of his business partners, they wasn't married
Hmm.
when they initially started, and then eventually by seeing the success, they ended up getting married. You know what I mean? So I just, and he was just saying that, and I started asking other guys, and they were like, "Yeah, I do get depressed when I don't have my tribe. Like I don't have my group of men that I can go and like talk to, or some men out there are not, they're not looking for nothing serious, so they're out there in the street, they're out there doing stupid stuff and going to jail, drinking in the clubs, and that may not be the route that some men want to take, and then it's very hard for them to meet those good quality people at our age. You know what I'm saying? Like when you start to get to like 35, 40, 50, it's hard to find a solid person. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been
They
blessed
got
to
a
meet
wall
her
up.
in my 30s. You know what I mean? So, and it's not, it doesn't get easier where women, where we can make friends quicker than men can. You know what I mean? Cuz there's so much stuff that y'all have to deal with in silence.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
We have Ryan Prentice on YouTube. Hey, Ryan.
hi
He
Ryan.
said that men still want marriage, just not with the financial risk of the dating market, high divorce odds, and/or outcomes, or adverse role dynamics. It's the reason we have men, not women, fleeing to other countries. What they call it,
Passport
passport
bros.
bros.
Mm, mm, mm,
That's so crazy. Before
mm.
we hop into that, I just want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Patriot Stole, which is a faith based company. They would like to remind you of Mark 22, chapter. What's it wrong? Mark 22, 37 through 39. To love God Almighty with all your heart, soul, and mind, and to love thy neighbor as thyself. Please make sure you visit their website at www.patriotstole.com. Also, the phone lines are now open. The calling line is 404-457-9923. Again, that is 404-457-9923. We will be able to take about one or two callers. But yes, let me read Ryan's comment again so we can, because I thought that was a good one. He said that men still want marriage, just not with the financial risk of the dating market, high divorce odds, or adverse role dynamics. It's the reason that we have men, not women, fleeing to other countries.
Mm.
What you think about that?
I do understand it. It seems like it's a lot stacked up just to get married. And I guess what I guess he's talking about podcast bros, right? I guess
Passport.
Passports.
what I say? Podcast.
Podcast.
Podcast. It's okay. You're on a
Hey, I
podcast and
just
you have a
started something.
podcast
Hold
too.
up, I
I
just
know
started the
it's a
podcast,
traveling
bro.
group of men that go to different countries and do podcasts.
Yeah, I know a few of them.
There you go.
I think they, all over the place. I just think that
Do they get married to these people? Passport
some
bros.
have,
I don't know.
yes.
I haven't really followed them. I thought it was
Some,
stupid.
It
some have, um, but usually it's a language barrier, and that might hamper you from. But I guess if you want to feel a certain way of something that you're probably not working on or getting here, I think it, does things for some. But again,
Go
I
ahead.
know this
Speak.
is a sticky situation for a lot of
Yeah, because
women.
I think that there's
A
a lot
lot
of
of people.
nuance to that because I think that one of the issues that, well, one of the reasons why some men, I'm just going to try to play the middle part here because but I think that some men go to other countries to find women because other countries actually have a culture of marriage. The United States does not. Like
Yeah,
that,
and
like
their
we don't
women are taught to be wives.
taught to be wives. We don't there's
We're
literally
taught to be independent.
like if you go to China or like these
Like, oh
different
man,
countries, like they actually have culture. Like they have like and they have culture with the clothes that they wear, like that's like that's traditional things like that. You come to the United States and we're just all over the place with everything. Like nothing is like the only culture is out those outside cultures is like you have the Asian community, you have the African community, you have the Indian community, and all these communities have certain beliefs and systems. But the people who are actually from the United States, we don't have that for real, for real. Like we might have like you might have like certain type of beliefs and systems within your immediate family, but just
hmm
as a country,
Or
we
a
don't have
culture,
that.
even in a black culture.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
black culture that like that's that's just depending on the family. That's why I say like family, like because like how my family may behave or move in certain ways or whatever. I can go to your house and be like,
yeah,
what is going
yeah.
on? Oh, you
Mhm.
know, so like that's what I mean. Like for the most part, like they share like those cultures. You go to Africa and you go to like a certain like a certain tribe or whatever. They share. They all kind of dress the same in their clothing. Their thoughts and ideas kind of run the same. And their food runs the same, like how they run their household runs the same. But you come over here and your next door neighbor is somebody totally different, than how you move.
So you understand what he mean?
I under, to a certain extent about the passport bros, if that's what we're talking about.
Okay.
Because again, they have certain traditions. Like marriage is very important. Like people, like men have a certain role, and women have a certain role. This is like it's just really like you said, it's really sticky because again, United States is very money hungry, power
Ryan, I know you
hungry.
want to call in, so please call if you get the chance. Because I have a feeling you have a lot to say about this.
Is that Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just said baddies are only glorified in the U.S. and Dubai. Yeah, like again, like we're so like United States is we're just not focused on the
Yeah,
family.
I
Like we're
mean,
more so focused on tearing the family apart because that's how you can make money. You know.
I
Yeah,
think independence is high too. Like, I'm gonna get my own bag. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna
because
do
it's
this.
that's what's
Yes, it's like pump. It's like
that's what's pumped in your
yes,
face.
it's like on TV. It's on and videos. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So, yo, that's a rough one
Mhm.
because, like I said, a lot of these countries got language barrier that sort of, and just like you would have players here that just want to run and conquer,
Yeah,
they will
because
go
some
over
of them
there,
want
run
control.
and conquer.
They don't want an actual partner. They want someone that they can control.
Yeah, but
Some men, not saying all of them, but like some men, some of those guys, they're looking for someone they can teach, mold, and things like that. And of course, especially and like some of those guys, the passport bros. But I did see that they were going to some of those like countries where there's nothing. And and getting a woman like she just wants she's not necessarily looking for love, she's looking for a way out.
yeah,
Right.
So this man looking for someone that he can control and mold and do what he wants, because he's not finding that over here in the United States. Now we know that that's not really that's going to be hard to find a woman that you could do that with here.
Unless you date younger, really younger than
But
you.
even then, it's still going to be like they're going to have a smart mouth, pushback, and all that or whatever. Like their
that's a,
goals are different
that's smart mouth.
than I mean I'm just being But then like the younger girls here versus it could be like a woman in her late 20s, 30s, and I don't know. I'm just gonna say Timbuktu because that's the first thing that comes to my mind. But like from just a poorer country, she just wants a way out. She just wants a better way of life. So like her experience is like, I just want to get away from here. I don't care if we like who this man is. I just want someone to take care of me and get me out of this hut.
But you know how that's tricky because just say wherever she from, right?
Hmm.
You do whatever you do to get her back here. As soon as she exposed to the community where she's from, I think that's when you lose her.
That could be it.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
why I said like passport bros, like
Yeah.
that's
Now,
So
now,
very
basically, if she
sticky.
comes from a like, if she comes from a like, we'll say she's from Brazil
yeah.
or whatever, in a small city in Brazil, and then she meets her count like her fam, the people in her culture here in America,
She needs some more
and
Brazilians.
then
She
she's
out of there.
like, "Oh, I'm good."
Now you're saying, where you going? Oh, I'm going out to dance. And you're like, and then next thing you know,
I
she's
like I
gone.
like the salsa
You
too.
know,
What's
so
going on?
bringing them back is tricky. And I'll
Yeah.
tell anybody, you ain't gonna have a long. You bring them back, but if you can find somebody here, yeah, I know it's hard, but man, that'd be dope. It's dope because you can go to their family's cookout. You can go to the dance. You could go to, Six Flags or whatever you go to. I don't know, but that's a tough one because I know guys, that do that and they
You know, guys that go out the country for to look for women.
just, I guess if you would call that,
I guess.
So, in your experience with your friends and stories, do you feel like men have the capacity to love, or they don't have the capacity to
no,
love
they
anymore?
do, but a lot of them got the walls up. If you hear their stories, it was a place somewhere in their life that they became broke. Like they
Mm-hmm.
was broken by a situation, and they telling you like, damn, how you survive that? And it's just something that tore them up, and they don't want nothing.
That's right.
Spam. It's spam.
Oh,
They don't want nothing to do with that. They don't want nothing to do with that. So then all right, put it like this. I would actually hear what actually happened, whether they had a wife previously and
mm-hmm.
something went wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and now they on that flying out. I can't even be mad because I'm listening to the situation. I'm like, bro, how you even deal with that? So it's hard to bounce back. So when they see a little fracture, a little mess up with a girl that could be innocent, or just like I said, a little lie, it'll bring them back to that whole thing that they went to, and they just dump her. Like something that you would just fix. All right, let's talk about it. They just block her. And I think they don't even want to deal with it no more. So
Nobody gets grace anymore.
nah,
No, that's yeah, and I think
Nobody
that's the
gets
reason
grace.
why a lot of people need to think about dealing with their past traumas and actually talking to a therapist. And like people are like, oh, what is the therapist gonna do for me? It's an unbiased opinion. It's somebody
yeah,
that
yeah,
don't know you from scratch, so they can't bring back your past, but they can show you and who you are. It's like
yeah,
it's like a mirror. You know what I mean? And they'll ask you like, okay, how did you feel in that moment? And your friend may not even ask you how you feel. They might just dump their opinion on you
hmm
versus actually getting to the root of why do you feel this way? Like who was it that hurt you where you feel like you got to go out and hurt everybody else? You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Hmm.
Cuz I do realize that, and you tell me if I'm wrong, it's a cycle, right? The girl hurts the guy's feelings. The guy feeling says, "Hey, bump all the girls." And then he goes and hurts all the girls. And now the girls are like, I don't need no man, right? And then you have women that I don't need no man, then boom, there's men that can't find good women because all of them are hurt from it's like a
It's a
cycle.
cycle. Yeah,
You know what I mean? And then you'll also have, because there is no because the black family has been broken, you have a lot of single mothers raising single women. And so if they're broken, they're teaching their daughters like, you see your daddy ain't here, you go get your degree, you go do da da da. So they're more pushing for their daughters to become educated, to get their money up, because men ain't nothing, man don't do nothing like that. Where in other cultures, they have, like the Hispanic culture, they actually have it in their house. Women cook, men go out, make the money. You see what I'm
hmm
saying? Where in our black culture, we don't have that. There's not a lot of black women teaching black women how to be black wives,
mm
good black wives. We don't have that in our culture. We may have that bits and pieces within our
Hmm.
culture, but they're taught this hierarchy. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They have a hierarchy in their family. It's your dad gets fed first, and then everybody else gets fed. You know what I mean? And then, or it's like, oh, you're here to be fruitful and multiply. I'm gonna get you pregnant. You're gonna have all my babies, but I'm gonna
Hmm.
go out there and I'm gonna take care of home where you don't gotta ask for anything because you're taken care of. And we don't have that far as a black culture, like I said, but we do have little pockets.
Yeah.
I got thoughts on that. What are your thoughts on that? What she said
Well,
first.
the thing is, I I was a part of that, and I used to my 19-year-old daughter. I used to always tell her, "Yo, make your own money. You know, never rely on a guy, never rely on a man, right?" And then one day I was like, "Holy crap!" I was actually setting her up for the worst. So instead of telling her how she should be, I'm over here saying you can do your own. You better than them. So now she looking at guys different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to be like top level just to deal with it. And what if you never find that person, right?
Right.
So I was actually setting up for failure. So now my youngest is now is basically what to look for in a man.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you don't need no man. You make your own money. It's just
Mm-hmm.
how to treat a man, you know, how to find the best, you know. So I
That's
did
what
sell my,
fathers are there for too.
yeah, yeah, I did. It's like I snapped out of it, like, whoa, whoa, what am I doing? It's like I was just feeding her. You know, you get your own money. Don't worry about no man. Don't let no man take care of you.
And I think that, and I'm about to get like,
Some
Come
I'm
on,
about to
flat
go in
back.
my bag.
come
No, I don't
Oh.
think so. I
Oh.
mean, I listen,
No,
come
when
on,
you
come
bring it
on.
when
on. But no, I'm just playing.
anytime there's a disclaimer.
No, like because
I
you know
set
how I
up.
feel like about black people and our culture and stuff like that or whatever. So that's why I'm saying I'm about to get in that bag.
Okay, get in that bag,
Um,
girl.
I think that that's kind of like what I was touching on a little earlier when I was talking about like the different cultures everywhere else in the United States. Like it's our black people in this room, and from what I can see from people I know that are watching, it's black people watching. We in the United States we never got the chance to actually build like a family unit.
Yes.
When we got here, we were stripped. They stripped that away from us. If y'all haven't read the Willie Lynch letter, please do it. It's still like very much so
Mm-hmm.
like alive today. The things that they're doing, like you take the woman once you take the woman and like and she just in the house and you do all and like she's the one who's keeping the household. Yes, but you take the man out or whatever and like they just I can't remember exactly how it was, but they pretty much stripped us of family values. So that's why we
Yeah.
don't have that now. That's why you have those single mothers because you would take the man out, put him in the fields or whatever, beat him, rape him, do all these things or whatever, so he can't come home and actually be the man of the house. You stripped him
His
of
dignity.
his dignity,
Yeah.
of his masculinity, and things like that. And I feel like black men today are still fighting to get that back. So like, not saying that like like that everything is okay what's happening. I think that we have just morphed that into our own issues now because they're not doing it physically, they're doing it systemically now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so and that's why I think it's like different in the United States versus other cultures of black people, other places. We really don't have the chance to do it.
Yeah,
Um,
and when we do it, they go and tear the wall, like Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? They tear it down.
yeah,
You know
when
what
we
I'm
try
saying?
to build community and things like
And
that
they
or
come
whatever.
and
That's
tear it
why
down.
like I feel like black people have that crab in a bucket mentality. We're gonna try to pull each other down instead of trying
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
pull each other together. So like it's something that we as a community we have to work together and try to like get that the family values back because I mean we have it. It's in us. We just don't like because of all the things that have been put in place to use against us, especially with social media. We're the only country that does not have like real
The safeguards and stuff like that.
regulations and safeguards against social media. In China, I believe like their TikTok looks very much so different from our TikTok.
Yeah, there's more
It's it's
educational.
more
Yeah.
educational things on there, like they're able to some type of way they're able to keep the kids off at a certain age and only able to see certain things on there. Meanwhile, I was on Facebook the other day and y'all I don't look up like sexual stuff on Facebook, but I
Right.
saw like soft porn. It wasn't even soft porn. It was porn on my Facebook page. And I'm like,
It's in your
I
algorithm
shouldn't
now.
even be seeing this because I don't type in stuff like that or nothing. Let me see real quick. Ryan said we as black folks did overcome the broken family. Then white folks broke it again with mass incarceration, the drug war, and welfare. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like systemically, like it's no longer physically; it's now systemically. Yes, like it's and that's to me is just it's worse than systemically because physically at least I can fight back. I can at
Yeah.
least pinch you,
Yeah.
but but systemically
Yeah, because a
like
lot of
we
people
don't have
have, a lot of people still wear chains. It's just not on their wrist, it's not
yeah
on their legs, but it's in their brain.
It's in their
yeah
brain.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So a
yeah
lot of people, and that's why you have to think of a like how you think of yourself is what you will become of yourself, right? So if I keep telling you you can't do it, if I keep saying the white man got me down, the white man got me down, you're going to believe that, and you're
Right.
going to
Yeah.
you're going to put that upon your life, and then that's
hmm
what's going to produce, you know. But I like the fact that people are now starting to put communities together
Hmm.
of black folks so that people can see that it is possible. You know what I'm saying? It is possible to have a healthy family, you know, a healthy black man and a healthy black woman.
Yeah.
That is black love still here.
it is
You know
possible.
what I'm
It's
saying?
definitely
It's still
possible.
here. And so when you, as a married man,
Hmm.
when you look at the youngins out here, what do you feel is the solution to get them back on track?
Oh, good question.
Mm. Yeah, that's a good question. Uh, I think get off social media, which is not happening. I think that's just going to get worse. To get back on track, I think you have to um, just hone in on, first of all, the area you meet women at. You need to change that up because going to the club and all that other places that you meet women, I think you are setting yourself up. But the first thing you can do is work on yourself. That's it. Like you work on yourself. I think if you work on yourself, get yourself right, get your mind right, it will attract a certain kind of woman, you know? But far as the system that we in, I think that's going to take generations
Yep.
because it's powerful. It's like
Yeah.
its own heartbeat, you know?
And they're so like brainwashed by it that you can't talk any sense into them about like people who are like really into social media. Like I love social media, but I think that we need like a break from it. Like I think that like it should be like
Shut
every other
down.
month it should be shut down or something, or at least every 2 weeks, so that we can like slowly but surely start to get back into having to actually talk to each other on the phone, like voices in front of each other versus just typing, because I can type you anything. It's easy for me to like say how I feel through text message and things like that or whatever. But then when I see you now I got now I got to face you. Now
Yeah.
I actually have to deal with you. So that's where all the like the what they call it, the thumb gangsters or whatever they call
Yeah,
them
you
and
got to
stuff like
bring
that come
bring back
from.
one-on-ones too. You
Yeah, because
just do a
everybody
little
fake
one-on-one
now.
fight, you know. That'll calm a lot of things
You said
down.
one on ones
Yeah, one-on-one. Yeah,
fighting.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Just
yeah,
if you got an issue, just hash it out.
just knock
Come
them
on, put the
out.
put the gun down. It's
Yeah,
like
no,
nah,
yes.
just I don't know. It's gonna take a minute, but I just think if people work on themselves, it'll be cool. I guess that's the easy answer. But I do remember I used to listen to Nas. I had a radio walking around my neighborhood. I'm from Newark, New Jersey, so that was a rough neighborhood to grow up in. So I walk around with Nas, and I do remember when NWA came out, and they went to like the B's and the H's. You know what I'm talking about? And
Hmm.
it's just like it changed your thought. I mean, it was Beautiful Queen and this and that, and the music just flips you. Now you want to kill people. You wanted to, curse at the women and degrade them.
Because country music don't do that. They like country music, like they be in love, they be happy, or like just
Because
or
they know the
drunk
power
at
of the
Yeah,
or
words.
yeah.
drunk at the bar or
I
something
still
because they
listen to the
sad over love.
Temptations and the
Yeah.
Stylistics, and they be, love you this, love you that.
Hmm.
You
Ooh,
know,
you
I
just
think that's
timed yourself.
No, wait. I'm not saying I was around when it came out. Hold up. You know what? I'm
It
gonna
was
tell
a
y'all my
joke.
age. I'm
Go
gonna tell y'all my
ahead.
age. All right, so I'm 49,
Okay.
Black don't crack.
and I'll be
Unless you
50
do it.
in November.
All
Black
right.
don't crack.
Thank you.
No, I was
That's
listening
a
to
good thing.
Evelyn King on Pandora today. Like Evelyn King
Mhm.
radio.
Mm-hmm.
I love her station on Pandora. I was
What's she?
today.
Play?
Because you asked me, I'm gonna be able to think of it. I like the the different music, but it was like that lady came on like, I wonder if I take you home,
Oh yeah,
would
yeah,
you
yeah,
still be in?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
stuff like that was coming
Damn,
on or
what was her
whatever.
name?
Okay.
Lisa something.
Lisa.
Is it Lisa
Yeah.
Lisa?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna ask.
What?
No.
I'm 42. If that's
Oh,
what
you
you want
42?
to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know, no,
37.
you can't ask women their age. 42? Okay.
That's bull.
Oh, that's bull?
Bull.
Ask me because
Look, look,
I'm proud of my age.
right.
'Cause I
I
look
made
You
it
can't ask
to
women
it.
their age.
I don't think I look 40. What does 42 look like?
Oh, yeah.
Girl,
Black don't crack.
unless you do
I
it.
thought you was 28. No?
No, 42.
Period.
Yes, I turned 42 in April.
Okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
But okay. So you said it's gonna. Well, how much time do you think it's gonna take? You think it's gonna have to like people have to die off for the? How long you think it's gonna take?
I think it's gonna be a while.
If it even
Because
happens.
you got to look at the ones that's under us. As we, phase out, it's that group.
The alphas generation, but they got their own language and they YNs now, so we doomed. We doomed.
Ryan said,
I don't want
"Bring
to say
back,
doomed, but what's another word for doomed? I think I don't know. I don't know.
What did Brian say?
bring back pre 2010 R&B, make crying great again, real love."
I never cried though. I never cried.
You never cried?
What do you mean, like if I
Just
fell somewhere?
no, like emotional.
Did you cry at your wedding or when you got married?
No.
You cried. You cried at funerals.
When my cousin died, it caught me off guard. He was the head of the aquarium downtown, the
Mm.
one that passed, the Land Aquarium. So that caught me off guard, but it was sort of like it wasn't boo-hooing or nothing like that, but it was just like you know,
Were you told that you shouldn't cry? Man up.
no. I was never told that. It's just that, you know, I don't know. My mom could probably tell you I was a little off coming up. She told my wife, she like, when my wife said, well, your husband gonna marry, she's like, you sure? You sure you want to marry him? My wife said, yeah.
Ryan said, "If you cry today, they putting you on social media. No, they put themselves on social media. They had their phone right in their face.
What's his name? Tyrese, the way Tyrese did that?
Yeah. What do you want from
Yeah.
me?
And those are the
Come
reason
on.
why they don't cry is
Yeah.
because we sit here and we make fun of them.
Well,
So you telling me Tyrese couldn't, I think he wanted, I don't know for what reason, but I think he wanted everybody to see that.
I think that
No,
Tyrese
I know.
is
There's
okay
people.
with crying and
Right.
being emotional. He's
Yeah.
a very emotional person.
Yeah, he is. I wonder if he's a cancer. But
I think that he is.
So emotional guys
That's
are
crazy. Let me
cancers.
ask. Let me look on Google.
So what's your sign thing? Like, so cancers are, what are Scorpios?
I can't tell you about that.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't even.
Alright.
I can't tell you about that. I don't know nothing about that.
He's a
Alrighty.
Capricorn.
Capricorn.
He's a liar.
Dang, you call my daddy a liar.
Oh man,
liar?
I didn't even say that out loud. That
so,
slipped.
so you
Tyrese
into
is not a
signs
liar.
too?
It's
You into signs and all that? Like,
I am. To a certain extent, like I really don't follow like a other. From my experience with when it comes to horoscopes and astrology, it works. Um, I can tell you. So my brother is an Aquarius. If you watching, you can't tell this man nothing. He knows something about everything, and it's really hard to get him to say, you know what, you're right. And so when I first started the job I'm at now, there was another guy, and so my brother is in his 50s. There
Mhm.
was a guy that's like in his like early 20s. I'm talking to him for like like about the first day I met him and just listening to him talk. I was like, "You an Aquarius?"
Mm.
He was like, "Yeah, how you know?" I said, "Yeah, just like my brother." I said, "You can't like he knows something about everything. Like when I tell you everything, he knows something about everything, or so he think, and he's right, so he think."
Mm. Mm.
Like you can't tell him nothing. Then like with me, like I'm a Gemini, which we are always like y'all get us confused all the time. We the most hated or whatever. I know this is so
Oh,
off
y'all the
topic.
most hated.
So
Okay.
supposedly, but we don't. To me, we the most misunderstood. But like certain things that I see like about Gemini's or whatever, I think it fits me. It fits me well. Like the stuff that I see, but my algorithm I think
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
is fixed for me. So yeah, sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. But for the most part, from my experience, it works. Like my best friend and my cousin, who I'm like the closest to,
yeah. Hmm.
they're Libras, and they're so different, but they're a lot alike.
Okay.
So it works for me. Like he said,
You
air
know,
signs, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, very similar.
what
Yes,
are you? I think you did say you're a Cancer, right?
No, I'm an Aries,
she's an Aries. She's
Oh,
stubborn.
a
She's
fire
hard
sign.
headed.
I'm at the beginning of the zodiac signs, so of
wow.
course.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
She's.
right.
I can tell you about her. She's stubborn. She's hard headed.
But a Aries is a
I
ram.
get a little of that.
A
Yeah.
Aries is a ram.
Yeah.
So
It's just,
I'm a
you know,
fire sign. I'm burning everything up. But anyway,
burn
well, you know
everything.
what's so crazy yesterday is our guest. My birthday is the 14th. Coach Cotton was the 15th, and our guest was the 16th of April.
What?
That was so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Oh wow.
So back to the topic,
Okay.
right? So I asked you, so what advice would you give men that are looking to be where you are, 20 years in marriage? So like if they're not like, give me advice
Mm.
for people that are looking, people that are engaged, people that are in an early marriage, and then people who are getting up there. So let's go with people who want to get married or people who don't know. No, no, no. Yeah. How do they, how, people who want to get married, how do they get to where you're at?
People that want to get married, um, don't look too hard because you're not going to find it. I just think if you work on yourself, and I know this sounds cliche, but if you work on yourself and you just get out, go to places where, I don't know, people painting or people jogging, or people having a good time, good energy, and just open yourself up. You will meet nice people, and then you can, kick them off or bring them closer. But I think you have to get out. Nice locations.
Not
When you,
the club.
yes, yes, not the club. Go to, art gallery or something like
I
that.
was just
Or,
gonna say high museum
yeah,
stuff that you like to do.
yeah,
Mm.
you
Okay,
know.
people that are engaged.
Hmm? You said people are engaged and they want to get married.
No, I told you people who want to get married,
Okay,
advice for them to
okay.
get to where you are. Now,
Oh, people
people
that
who
engage.
engage, we got
Oh,
four
okay. Okay.
categories. So people who
People that engage,
what do you think they need to know to get to where you are?
just listen. Just listen. Because there was a whole period of time where my wife was trying to tell me something, and I wasn't listening. So if you just listen, y'all sit down and listen, and I think y'all can understand each other. And
Mhm.
any issues, bring it to the table. Don't let nothing fester, because resentment will kill any marriage or any situation. So if you have anything on your mind, sit them down and let it out. And do weekly check-ins. How was your week? What did I do wrong? What did I do good? And sort of break it down. You just can't let nothing fester and coalesce, because it will never get nowhere. And
Do
you get
you
a
do that?
divorce. Yes.
Weekly check-ins?
Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? What's like if I do something, what
Thanks,
did I do?
Ryan.
What did I do? I don't like how you closed the stove that hard. My bad. I won't do it again.
Right.
Simple stuff like that. It could be the sometimes it's the tedious, dumbest things, but
Mm.
that's how they feel, and you have to take care of it.
Okay, so people who like in their second, third year of marriage, what would your advice be to them to get to where you at?
Uh,
Because they isn't there like a saying like you got to get past year two if you know if it's
year
gonna work.
seven, woo, if you can get past year seven, because there's a point where once the honeymoon phase fades off,
Mm-hmm.
somebody don't like somebody. And if you can get past and try to figure out why you don't like me, I know I keep the toilet up. I don't load the dishwasher. You know, I don't flush the toilet. Just all the little stuff. If you can get to seven, you're straight. Just talk it out and have fun, travel, um, do weird things in weird places. You wanna be your wife fantasy. She shouldn't be looking at nowhere. You want to top it every time, like go where and do what? You got to keep her guessing. That's
Tracy Kimball said, "You've been married too long. It's ghetto out here in these streets."
it. I'm out of touch, Tracy.
You been married too long. You don't know what's going on out
Yeah. I still got a podcast now. I do relationships.
there.
People just tell me stuff. I'll be like, why did you tell me that? Like, what do you want me to do? But I still got my ear to the street because I know a lot of single guys,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a lot of single family members, females and males. So I know what's going on.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, so this is the time where we ask you some
Let's go. Let's
questions.
go.
Some
Wrap it, wrap it, wrap
thought-provoking
it, wrap it, wrap
questions.
it.
I got a
Yes,
few too
yes.
that are not written on this paper, but go ahead.
You said
You say
you
you got
got
a
two
food
of them.
too?
I got a few that are not written on here, but go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let's see. So I was gonna ask what emotion do you avoid the most, but clearly crying. Well, that's an action.
Nah, seriously.
Not clearly.
Clearly,
Scratching
it's
their
crying. You already answered this
head.
question earlier. Check. Let me ask this one. What are you chasing that might be costing you more than it's giving you?
Freedom.
Okay. Care to share?
The feeling of not going to work. Well, imagine this podcast, pushing numbers, right? You're doing
Mhm.
about 10,000, 20,000 a month, right? And not only that, you got other things going on. So that's what I'm chasing. It's like I'm chasing freedom from the 9 to 5 because they will eventually go away with AI coming. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's just, you know, sort of running towards the train light, but I don't care. I think it's worth it at the end.
Okay. What advice would you give a younger version of yourself about love, life, or manhood?
Love life, man. The younger self, whew. Oh, that last kid, I should have had my daughter a little bit. Um, I should have had my daughter a little bit earlier. That little break, because break, that little coming, that little 10-year period, almost took down the marriage. So
Mhm.
Mm,
because that last kid is sort of messing up the the husband and wife time. So everything is the child, and you sort of push to the back burner.
mm-hmm.
And if you're not strong enough, you will start to resent your wife for that. I don't feel like it, or I gotta take care of the baby, or this, and that. So I would say that little extra time I should have had my child a little closer to the other ones because that almost got me got our marriage out of here.
Did did the um did the IG go out?
No, I'm looking at it.
Okay,
It's
because
still
that
on.
my brother called me, so I was
Oh,
just making
okay.
sure it didn't because he
Mm-mm.
can get through my sleep,
No.
my D and D.
As long as you didn't answer it, then it
Okay,
shouldn't go off.
okay, cool, thank you.
Um, dang. What's What's a belief that you had about women or relationships that has changed as you've grown?
Um, uh, Now y'all might, I don't know how y'all don't take this stuff, but women go off of feelings, right?
Mm.
All right, so listen, I did not know. Let me tell you something. I'm an old head, and I just not recently, but within the last probably like 5, 6 years, all you have to do is create, definitely in a marriage situation, is create good feelings in situations where she's bringing back an experience, and you just see it lighten up, right? And I notice if you create more of them than the mad feelings where she's getting mad at a certain situation, I think that's a good thing. So I did not know that y'all went off 100% feelings. That that was crazy to me.
Right.
I just didn't, and I probably wasn't paying attention, but yeah,
Yeah, you
y'all
wasn't
like
paying attention.
y'all, straight feelings. Like what's the three? Listen up, listen up. Seen, heard, and understood. Am I, is that right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. Wow. Wow, that's it.
That's okay.
That's it.
That's a good one.
That's a powerful group of words right there that I did not understand. And I think if guys understood that, they get further. They get
Yeah.
further in their relationship.
Okay, well, this was kind of ties into my next question. What's something men need to stop lying to themselves about?
That she can't find nobody better than you. She's not looking, bro. But look, keep messing up. Keep messing up. Keep taking her for granted. She will find somebody better than you.
Okay. And then this last question, well, I actually have two questions, but the last question from my cards, I'm going to go with someone from the chat.
Hmm.
Tracy asks, what advice would you give single women, specifically single mothers who are losing hope in finding their one? I'm sorry, Ryan just said something. I'm going to read that, Ryan. That was
Whoa.
funny.
Single women.
Single
Uh,
mothers.
single mothers. I think also you have to get to other locations. Like whatever locations are, you go different places and you go with your kids. And I think if you out there having fun with your kids, enjoying yourself or whatever, you might see somebody or meet somebody that, you know, the introduction of you, they also meet your child also. They meet your
Mm-hmm.
child also, like, oh, so this is my son. Da, da, da. Now, this person know if they go any further that the baby is included instead of later on. See, a lot of women do later on, like, oh, by the way, I have a son, or oh, by the way, but if you can initiate it at the beginning, just get out, have fun, and I think it's just so much things you can do when you get out there and just enjoy yourself. And I think if you got your kid with you, it helps. So that's probably the best I can give a single mother. I mean,
Okay. And Ryan said that Disney and Hollywood had him thinking women were pure ethereal beings. It was a rude awakening, realizing women were human too. But my last question: if a
seen,
man,
heard, understood.
if a man listening right now feels mentally exhausted but doesn't know how to ask for help, what would you tell him?
I would go to your mother if you have a mom's. That's sort of a person that I release the cracker with everything. Ma, you can't believe this, or hey, ma, guess what happened? Now that day will come where I won't have my mother there, and I think at that point I am slowly working my wife into that spot. And then when my mother transitioned, I could just switch to my wife. And if it's not my wife, if my father, you just got to figure out, the people now. You're probably not really paying attention, but I say if you can do it with your mother, that's probably the best, you know.
Okay.
Okay, my questions are, what is something you think men are struggling with silently that people don't talk about?
Uh, Money. Let me tell you why. Because even if you have kids and kids ask, Dad, I want this or I need this, and it's hard if you can't get it. If you in a relationship and you love your wife or your girlfriend to death, and you just can't, you know she need a bag. You see her bag or you see her shoes, and it's a lot of men that's not really making the money to, you know, you probably do enough just to provide, but you want to like flower. You just want to give your wife or your girlfriend the best that she can, and a lot of men is not able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think that um, I know it was for me at a certain point in my life, and for a couple other people that I know, it's like they got to move around money. So I would say it'll probably be money in that sense.
Okay, you want your closing question?
I already asked it. I forgot that she was asking another question.
Oh, yeah, because I had my like two questions or whatever. Um, you did when mentally exhausted.
Yep.
You did that?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, my brain, my brain
I did.
my brain is- Okay, so my last question is this: what are three things that you should ask your wife to connect with her more?
Mm, nice.
I do this.
Yeah, yes, you do. I see. Uh, One is how was your day? Because a lot of times they have a bad day or they just don't want to relive it. But a lot of times they don't understand that if they let it out, it'll probably be a little bit better. That would be one. And what can I do for you today? Like today is your day. Whatever you want to do, put your head down. Let's go do it. And I got the kitchen. I clean the kitchen up.
Oh my gosh.
Go watch TV.
There's a
I
married
got the
woman in
kitchen.
here.
I got the
Please
hey,
get
I
the
got the
kitchen.
dishes.
Oh my
I got the dishes. Hey,
god.
I got the floor. So hey, go
Oh.
kick your feet up. All
Oh
right, I
God,
got this.
y'all should. Oh, y'all can't see her response.
I'm about to see it on YouTube on this little playback.
That's it.
Okay.
Take the stuff off of hand time to time.
All
Yeah.
right.
It'll come back to you.
All
That's
right.
all.
Lastly, tell them about your podcast and what you got going on in your life, so and where they can follow you at.
Okay. You can follow me at Lenny Reed Holdings. That is my Instagram. I have a podcast, LR Pod. It was formed, what's the same, Lenny Reed Pod. You get that at Apple, Spotify, everywhere. I got a cleaning company, got a couple things, but yeah, just connect with me on Instagram, Lenny Reed Holdings, and TikTok. I'm trying to see what the TikTok is. I don't remember the TikTok, but yeah, Instagram cool, and just check out the podcast.
What's the podcast about?
It's about everything: relationships, UFOs,
Okay.
crimes, um,
Lifestyle.
ghosts.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just lifestyle. You
How
know.
often do you do it?
I've been doing it I've been off for probably last 3 weeks, but I've been doing it I think I'm on my 6th year, every Monday, never missed a Monday.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's fun. I travel, go different places, haunted houses, adventurous type. So yeah, check that out.
Well, that sounds fun.
That
Okay.
sounds
I'll have to take a look at that.
fun. It's
That's
Yeah.
fun.
different.
Well, our sponsor says, "Welcome to the family.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you.
You are officially a part of Logic Over
All right. I'm gonna
Emotion."
wear this. I'm gonna wear this on my show.
Yeah, take a
Come on.
picture.
Come
And
on.
tag us in it.
Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna wear this.
Yes.
I'm gonna go live.
Reed, Reed. It's Reed, right?
Yes.
Yes, Miss Tracy. Reed.
Yes. So you are the part. So Bree, go ahead and let them know what they do where they see you at.
Y'all know where I be. I be on the IG, Bree underscore
Dropping bars.
Badu. One ooh, I thought one ooh.
Don't be me.
What language is that?
Mine.
One ooh.
One ooh, not two. Uh,
Was that
What
Bree
Not
underscore
two.
Bree underscore Badu 1E, not
Telemundo.
2. I don't know what I was saying.
No
I'm just
BB.
on overdrive, y'all. I've been in Omaha and training all week. Like my brain is
Fried.
fried. I am cooked. Um, and also you can find me on TikTok. It's also Bree Badu. Just leave out the underscore.
All right. And as you know, this is your girl, Toya V. You can follow me on This is Toya Victorious on Instagram and TikTok. And I don't even think I do my Facebook, but I need y'all to go and follow Logical of Emotions Pod. We are trying to get to 1,000 people so that we can go live off of that page. Um, Make sure you go and you subscribe, you follow, you leave a comment on Instagram. Put the notification so you know the next time we go live. Also visit www.logicalovemotionspod. We have books, we have events, we have resources for men if you're looking for a coach or a therapist. And if you're dealing with any crisis, you can text 988. It's the suicide hotline. You can click on there. It will take you to the phone lines from the website. And I just want to let y'all know that men are 3 times more likely to commit suicide than women. And so that's roughly about 100 men a day in United States. So all we ask at Logical Over Emotions Pod is to ask that male in your family, is he okay? And let him know that it is okay to not be okay. So we are signing out and we will see you next Thursday and Friday. Bye.
Peace out.
Oh, and y'all look at my shirt. I got a new shirt. Y'all see my
Oh,
shirt?
yeah, she's got new shirts.
I got a new shirt.
We're selling shirts. We're about to sell shirts, y'all. We're about to
Yes,
sell
and we
shirts.
need to do a giveaway so we can like get more people on the page. So look out.
Okay.
Let's look out for a giveaway.
She's going to do the giveaway.
I'm putting that in motion.
Yes.
I ain't even talked to her about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Don't say nothing
Peace
crazy.
out.
We still live. Before I hit the button, okay.
What I was about to say was, that was dope.